Hello, my little makeup lovers, and thank you for coming back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have filmed this video a couple times, got part way through, something happens, I gotta stop. So some of this stuff is not new to me anymore because I've had to try it a million times, it feels like. So yeah, so I already have some thoughts about some of this makeup. But from the title, I am going to be trying some new makeup. Now, when you think new makeup, you think, oh, Allison, you're gonna try some new makeup. Well, guess what? It's somewhat new makeup, but some of it's just new to me. I think, like you, I cannot keep up with the makeup. I mean, makeup comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes, and it all hits you like at one time. Like a bunch of companies will throw out makeup, and I cannot afford to buy all the makeup that comes out. Nobody sends me makeup. I don't have no PR, so it comes out of my bank account. So I have to prioritize what I will and will not buy. And most of the time it's gonna be eyeshadow, foundation, and it kind of trickles down from there. So I kind of have now gone back through and picked out some things that I had seen and I wanted to try, or I just think some companies don't get as much attention on YouTube as others. So it's going to be a mix of multiple different companies and different products. I think I have everything, but we'll see. So let's get, this was from the Rebel Rose collection from Wet n Wild, and this is the Rose Primer Serum. Now, I have gotten this on my skin, and let me tell you, I like it. I like it a lot. It's in a beautiful glass bottle. I think you hear that, and it's a dropper, and I've tightened it so doggone tight I can't get in there. And this is what it looks like. It's in, like I said, a little dropper, so I'm gonna get a little bit on my face. I usually try to do my eyeshadow first, most of the time, but I do like to put a primer down, because then I can add some more after I do my eyeshadow. Because, you know, you have to wipe some of your face off because you put your makeup in spots on your face that it didn't need to go, or it falls out on your face. So I put a primer down and then I add some more later. So I like this. It feels good on the skin. It's supposed to hydrate, and I'm not sure it's supposed to illuminate, but from what I can see when I look at it, it does look like it has some illuminating properties to it. So I really enjoy it. Start with the Crystal Cavern. Wet n Wild came out with a trio of eyeshadows. This one is called Amethyst. I think there are 4 others. I think there's a green one, a rose one, kind of a quartz one they called it. I think there's one more besides this. I think, I'm not 100% sure. And they are all of a shimmer or glitter kind. So what I'm gonna do is take, excuse me, my face. I'm gonna take some of my mattes from my Wet n Wild in here. I'm gonna use a little bit more of the tannish, grayish ones because I think gray and purple are beautiful together. And then I'm gonna talk about this. So let me prep my eyes and then we'll talk a little bit about this because I got some things to say about this little amethyst thing here. Okay, first off, if you do wanna buy it and you buy this one specifically, you're gonna need to scrape off the first layer, because if you don't, you're not gonna get very good pigment. Maybe it was just mine, but when I put my brush in, I noticed how hard it was, and I wasn't getting a lot of payoff on my brush. I changed my brush 3 times, still no payoff. I finally scraped off the layers, the first layer of this, kind of like what you have to do for some of the highlighters from here, and also from e.l.f. You need to just kind of scrape off that first layer, and then you get to some shadow. Okay, that's fine, you did it. I'm trying my eyes a little different than I did before, so let's see what happens. This one here, it's kind of got a silver, purple, gray look to it. I don't like this one. It's very gritty. You can feel it on your eyelids really well. So I'm gonna skip that one. So I'm gonna put this shade in my outer outer and outer crease, mid to outer crease, and this is gonna go into my inner one. So out of the 3 shades, I don't really like this one, and these 2 are iffy. So let's get to applying some on my eyelids. Oh, you'll get some payoff, but I advise if you want some really good payoff, just spray your brush. This is one of the shadows that are going to need it. So let's see what happens today. And also, there is a heck of a lot of fallout. As you can see, I'm putting it on, not getting a lot of payoff onto my eyelid. All of us probably know about the controversy that's going on whether Wet n Wild is actually cruelty-free. There's a lot going on, guys. I'm going to hopefully remember to put the video that Jen Loves Reviews did a couple days ago about what's going on with Wet n Wild and the cruelty-free. From what I can tell, they did lie about what they were doing, which always makes me hesitate with a company. I care about cruelty-free. I do use products that are not cruelty-free, but I do like when a company is cruelty-free. But if you're not, be upfront about it and don't try to hide it or lie. That bothers me quite a bit. So I got that down. I'm actually going to use my finger because we know sometimes it just works better with your finger. And it does work a little better with your finger, but I know there's a lot of people out there that do not like to have to use their finger to put their eyeshadow on. And you shouldn't have to. Eyeshadow should just go on well without the use of your finger, you know, because some people just don't like it. So, all right, let me grab another brush. There it is. And now I'm going to go into the lightest shade here and use that for my inner corner. And again, I'm just gonna spray my brush, A, because it makes pigment better, and B, because it helps with the fallout, because I don't know if you can tell, but there is Fallout City on my face. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to buy this product, do not do your foundation first unless you want a lot of fallout on your face. But I think they've done better eyeshadows. And when I buy a trio and I really only like to use 2 of them, it kind of bothers me. I don't think any of these would be good for an inner corner look. So that is the look I have so far. I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna do my other eye. Face cleaned off with the eyeshadow. So I also picked up these makeup wipes. These are from Joa. They're called Eye Wipatini. There's 36 wipes, and I got them at CVS, and I believe they were $3 for 36 wipes. They kind of smell like an apple that might be a couple days old. So if scents really bother you, I wouldn't pick this up, but I think it works just as well as any other makeup wipe. That's more of a generic kind. So, but I think this works just as fine, and it's like $3 cheaper than a lot of the other makeup wipes. So I would LA Girl. I just never get a chance to use this because my Ulta never really carries a lot of LA Girl, and none of my Walgreens seem to have LA Girl, but I went. I've had this for months now and been wanting to use it. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. Yeah, that's a lot to say. This is in porcelain, which made me think it should be a lot lighter than this, but it's not. But from what I used it before, I think I like this foundation. I'm already going to give you a heads up. I like it. I think that they also have a matte version, which from just using this a couple times when I've filmed and it didn't work out, this is a very illuminating foundation. So let me get this into my skin and I'll be right back. I'm telling you, I like this, and I like the combo of the primer and this foundation because it brings light and moisture and illumination to my face. And as a person that is getting older, that has drier to normal skin, I like the fact that it brings lightness to my face. Now, do I think this is a good combination for somebody with oily skin? No. Unless you want to powder the heck out of your face, maybe you can do this combo, but this is probably not for you. But like I said, I believe LA Girl does have a matte foundation, so you probably could do that because I, again, really like this primer a lot. So, all right, the new concealer I have. So this is from Jordana. Again, it's probably not a new concealer, but it's new to me. I think there was one mascara from Jordana that I was not in love with, but their lip products or eye products, I love. This concealer, this is in 03, and this is full coverage concealer. I'm not generally always loving full coverage, but I think you can tone it down. Also, I wanted to tell you that the LA Girl, it is a medium to full coverage, so you could build it up, the foundation, or have a medium coverage. I like medium coverage for myself. If I try to put too much on, I just look like a cakey mess. I don't care what foundation it is. It just looks horrendous on me. So now that first round, it did not get rid of every dark circle under my eye. I think you can see that. So I'm going to add a little bit more. So usually that's the kiss of death for me. But let's see what we can do. I do think that primer again is offering a lot of moisture to my skin. So I think it's helping. Maybe I can use this with my Tarte concealer because that little sucker dries out under my eyes like nothing. Guys, I like this concealer. I like it a lot. I think it does some good coverage. Not perfect. I don't know if I would call this a high coverage concealer, but I do think it does a really good job. And I do think that it adds a little moisture under the eyes, which I need. I'm a person that would like moisture, more of it. And this concealer really costs like $6. In comparison to some of these other concealers that are out there, I would recommend this. I would recommend this so much. All right, I'm gonna powder up my face. What I usually do is powder like my laugh lines because then it helps the foundation not sink into it during the day, which I would appreciate quite a bit. And then I just sort of powdered in the area where I'm going to put my bronzer and my blush on because this foundation is a little sticky. So, all right, I'm going to let that kind of sit for a few more minutes. I am going to do my brows next. So I think there's a few makeup companies that I don't think gets as much attention, so I try to get a couple products from them. And one of them was Rimmel. Now I know people were using their eyeshadow late last year and early this year, but I decided to go for their brow product. This is the Brow This Way, and I got it in dark brown. And it is one of those triangle shaped ones. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not really good with these. So I'm gonna go off camera and draw like a little clown all over my face, and I'll probably be back in about 2 hours and it'll still look like crap. I don't hate them, I don't love them, but it has nothing to do with the product. It has the fact that my ability at doing brows suck. Next, I went over to the Almay section because there was Rimmel and there's Almay. And I thought, okay, what else can I pick up? What else do I need? Oh, let's use a brow gel because I like my brows to stay kind of up for at least 5 minutes. So I got the Almay Brow Styler, and this is just a clear one. I didn't need any color to it. And then I opened it to look at it. Now look at this wand. Are you joking me with this wand? I would love it if it was half this size. That would work better for me, but it's not. So let's try to get this to work. Feels good. You know, it's fairly easy to use even though the thing's this long, but this is fine. This is just as fine as anything else. I would go over to their bronzer and their blush and take a gander and see if I like them. So first I'm going to use my bronzer. Whatever order you like to do your makeup in, do it. I do bronzer and then my blush. So this is the bronzer in 102. This is in Copper Radiance, and this has got a shimmer to it. I knew it had a shimmer to it. I wanted a shimmer to it, so I just like it. So I'm gonna put some of this on, and it is kind of coming off a little orangey in person, but believe me, I've had a lot worse ones than this. So I'll get this up on our forehead. I'm not in hate with this, actually. Maybe CoverGirl and I will become besties. What do you think? I like the fact that they are now becoming cruelty-free product. I think that's pretty impressive. Wet n Wild is going down and CoverGirl's coming up. Ain't that funny? Who would have thunk it? In 140 Plumberry Glow. And this is what it looks like. And again, has a shimmer to it. Maybe you guys can't tell, but I like a little bit of shimmer in my stuff. Like I said, I'm getting more dry skin, so any way that I can add a little bit more glow, shine to my face, I like to do. I'm liking the blush too. Well, winner, chicken dinner. I'm gonna have to go back and check out some more of these blushes out because I'd like to have a few more of these. And I think these were like $8 a piece. So not horrendously horrible. So not bad, not bad. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna do my upper eyes, and then I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna do my lower eyes. So I went back to Rimmel and I got Scandal Eyes. This is a precision micro eyeliner. And this is in black. This is a felt pen. It's not one of those shaky ones. So let's see how this works. Sometimes these felt pens run out of juice halfway through doing your eyelid. So let's hope this isn't one of them. I'm telling you, I like this. I like this pen a lot. It doesn't bleed very badly on my eyelids. And again, I said I'm getting older, so my eyelids are not as smooth as it was when I was a youngster. And I didn't notice a lot of bleeding on my eyelids. This lasted doing both eyes because sometimes it doesn't. And I also could go back over it again because I do know some of them, when you put it down, trying to go back over it again, it kind of doesn't smooth over it very nicely. So I'm gonna give this 2 thumbs up on this eyeliner. I'm liking this. I'll be using this some more. All right, let me go off camera. I'm gonna kind of smoke out my under eye. I'm gonna go into the Jordana. This is jet black. I've never used this one before. I wanted to see how black it is. Sometimes they say they're black, but they aren't very pigmented, or they're more of a dark brown. So I kind of wanted to see it. Went on real smooth, no pulling on the eyelid. I like this a lot, guys. Again, Jordana has the only thing, like I said, it was the mascara one time that was made me kind of go, oh, I don't know about that. But other than that, pretty good. All right, speaking of mascara, now I'm going to go in with Joa. Okay, the little, this was just too cute. The container, it's a cheap plastic. Don't get me wrong, this weighs like 1 ounce, it feels like, but it looks really cute. Like, that'll look really cute sitting up on your dresser. And this is supposed to be a volume and lengthening mascara. And it looks really weird when you open it up. It looks like those ones that have those little teeny bristles and a bunch of fibers. And I assume that's for the lengthening and volume. So it's better with a lot of other mascaras. So, and a couple of them are from Wet n Wild. So, it's okay. Again, I'm not going to be repurchasing that once it's out, so that should tell you maybe something. Highlight. That's all we got left. Now, again, this one is from, again, the Crystal Cave collection. This is the Brightening Rocks. They had this, and then they had one that was in a triangle shape like this, but this intrigued me with the little stones in it. So, let's see. I can't really spray my face now because it comes with a little something something on top to let you know that it's sealed. And then there's a little cushiony thing there. And I'll take that off. And then we have the little rocks. And there is a purple rock, and there is a white rock, and there is a pink rock, and there is a light teal green rock in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush that I got from an Ipsy, and I'm just gonna roll it into all of the rocks. I don't really care about one specific shade. I guess if you cared, you could try to aim for just one, but I don't care. And let's see what this looks like. Again, guys, I haven't been able to spray my face, so it's a little dusty. I can see like some powder going off. But it is really pretty. I think it looks a little more wet on camera, but you can actually see like the shimmer in it. But I think if you wetted this down some, I think you would have more of a wet look than a crystallized kind of. I actually like this a lot, guys. I think it's really pretty. And again, if I wouldn't have put that mascara on first, I would have sprayed my face, but I didn't want to have mascara all over the place. So I do think it will even make it a lot brighter. So I like this. All right, we're coming into the home stretch. Now, lipstick. All right, of course, I had to pick up another lip liner from Jordana. Jordana lip liners are smooth, they're creamy, they're inexpensive. I love them. Jordana, please send me your products. I will review all of them. I'll give you an honest review. That's all you got to do is send them to me. I don't need any money. I just want the product and I'll review them. Did I suck up to them enough? Walgreens has a specific lipstick from Wet n Wild that you can only buy there. This is Rock Around the Rosy. It's just a tiny little lipstick. It's just so doggone cute. And then you go up that way. And I think it's called a Precision. Very tip, and line your lips with it. It goes on really smooth. I know sometimes some of their lipsticks can be a little more drying, but this doesn't feel that way. This is actually a really nice in a Target box. This is from Garnier. This is their Rose Spray. And it feels good. It feels refreshing. You have to like the smell of rose, but it's the same thing with this. If you don't like the smell of rose, you aren't going to like this product, but I think it's a pretty good little product. Okay, and that's it. Let me do a really quick rundown of the products and how I feel about them. This is sitting right here, so I'm going to do the eyeshadow first. I don't love it. I think it's okay. But if I want a trio, I want a trio that I know I can throw into my purse and have it for a long weekend, and I'm able to use it and utilize all of it. Well, this one is too gritty for me to want to use, and these two are okay, but you have to make sure that you spray your brush. But if I just take this, I don't have a matte transition, which I think you need, because I don't think these will look very good in the crease line. So it's okay. Would I go out of my way to buy another one of these? No, I will not. So the highlighter, I totally recommend the highlighter. I think it's awesome. You can't go wrong with that one. Perfect. Foundation, I like this foundation. I think it's really, really good for somebody with drier, normal to dry skin who wants some illumination. Do I think it's gonna work for my drier skin guys and gals? No, unless you want to really powder up your face, but you could probably just buy the matte version and it probably works just as well. I really like this. I will be using this more. My CoverGirls, like these a lot. I really want to pick up some more shades in the blush. Looking forward to trying some more of those. This primer, love it. I'm probably going to buy another one of these, because if this is a limited edition one, yeah, I want to have some more of this in my life. I don't notice a lot of pores. It does smooth it out, and it does help with a beautiful illumination under your skin. Love it. The Jordana products, this one and the concealer, the eyeliner and the concealer and the lip liner, I love them all. Please try out the concealer. I think you really will like it, and it's very inexpensive. It is probably one of the most inexpensive concealers out there in the drugstore. If you see it at Walgreens, do yourself a favor, pick it up. I think you'll really like it. The brow styler from Almay, it's okay. It's a brow styler, you know. I think the brush needs to be a little bit shorter, but that's just my personal problem. Joa mascara, pass on that one. Don't really need it. I don't know if I'm going to buy the full version of this. I have a lot of setting sprays right now to get through. It's okay, you know. If I got it for free, I wouldn't turn it down. It's a decent little setting spray. The lipstick from Wet n Wild, that's exclusive for Walgreens. I like it. It feels good. I'm going to pick up some more of these. Again, these are really inexpensive. The eyeliner, the liquid black eyeliner from Rimmel, like it. Again, I didn't see any cracking, or it just looks good. I love good product. If you like felt pins, pick it up. You won't regret it. It'll be really good for you to have. And that, I think, is that. I think I did it all. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope some of these products you were interested in and were curious about, and maybe I answered a few of your questions. And I am going to stop talking. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you again real soon. Mwah.